When God feels distant, what do you assume first? That he moved, that you failed, that you didn't pray enough, believe enough, try hard enough? Silence has a way of rewriting reality. You kneel down, you whisper your prayer, you wait for something to shift inside you, but nothing changes emotionally. No sudden warmth, no overwhelming peace, just stillness. And that stillness starts to feel like space. And that space begins to feel like distance. And distance begins to feel like rejection. But what if that entire conclusion is built on emotion, not truth? Feelings are powerful. When you are tired, hurt, or overwhelmed, they can sound louder than facts. Anxiety can reinterpret silence as abandonment. Exhaustion can make delay look like denial. Pain can convince you that quiet means you are alone. But feelings are not always accurate measurements of presence. Psalm 34:18 says, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted." Close. Not watching from far away, not evaluating your faith from a distance. Close. That closeness does not depend on how strong you feel. It depends on who he is. And his character does not fluctuate with your emotions. Think about the sun on a cloudy day. You cannot see it clearly. You may not feel its warmth the same way, but the sun did not leave the sky. The clouds simply blocked your view. Emotional storms work the same way. Fear, disappointment, stress, they cloud perception. Suddenly, God feels farther, not because he moved, but because something is interfering with how you see. We often expect reassurance to be dramatic, a sign, a breakthrough, a powerful sense of peace. But what if presence is quieter than that? What if sustaining you is the miracle? You may not feel held, but you are still breathing. You may not feel guided, but you're still standing. That steady strength is not absence, it is support. Faith is sometimes choosing to trust reality over emotion. Reality says he promised to be near. Emotion says you feel alone. Faith chooses which voice to believe. Look back at your hardest season. You survived it. Not because you were unshakable, but because something carried you when you could have collapsed. That carrying did not always feel dramatic. It felt steady, and steady is often how God works. So if he feels distant right now, do not let that feeling become your final conclusion. Do not let pain narrate the silence. Stay. Stay in prayer even when it feels quiet. Stay in trust even when it feels fragile. Because distance in emotion does not equal distance in reality. The one who promised to be near has not moved. And sometimes what feels like silence is simply closeness without noise.